Hey guys, what's going on? What's up, Inland Empire? Jessica Q here. And today we've got multiple special guests for our podcast. So we've got Carrie Ridgway with Mary S. Roberts Pet Adoption Center. Welcome to the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing some of your little friends. What's this one's name?
That's Japan.
Japan. And we got Mr.
And this is Pickles.
Aw, Pickles.
Yeah.
So I think Japan's going to
go hang out, explore. Yeah. Pickles will hang with us.
Wow. Okay, this is exciting. So, I mean, Mary S. Roberts Pet Adoption Center is more than just a pet adoption center.
Oh my gosh. So much more. So much more. So we not only care for homeless cats and dogs, but we have so many other programs. We have humane education. In fact, we just finished up 8 weeks of kids summer camp. And we'll have a couple more sessions coming up in the spring and the fall. We do vaccines. We have a pet food assistance program for folks who are down and need some help.
Oh.
We do spay neuter. We have a pet therapy program. I mean, we have a nail trim clinic. I mean, the list goes on and on. We are so much more than just a shelter.
Right. Yeah. Anything that you need for your pets. I know that I personally bring my pets there to get vaccines because you guys do offer the lowest cost vaccines that you can get. And so I love that, especially when you have multiple animals, you want to make sure that they're healthy and taken care of.
Right. So we want to be a resource to the community, and we want to be able to provide low cost spay neuter, vaccines, whatever it needs to the community, right? So we don't want that to be a barrier because cost is high. We want to make sure that everybody stays healthy, gets their vaccines. And so we do offer low cost spay neuter and vaccines for folks.
And so let's go ahead and dig a little bit into each, part of what you guys offer. So first, your adoption center. So that's kind of probably how you guys started.
Right. So we have actually some really interesting history. So we've actually been around since 1897. So a long, rich history here in Riverside. Really long time. And one of our founders was actually Frank Miller, who was the gentleman who built the Mission Inn. So we have a connection, a very strong connection to Riverside. And our chairman of the board now is Mr. Dwayne Roberts, who is the keeper of the Mission Inn. So that's actually where our namesake came from. So we used to be called Riverside Humane Society for the prevention and cruelty to animals and children. So they even housed children at one point back in the early days.
Oh, wow.
And then in the mid-90s, they decided they didn't want to do animal control services anymore for the city. They had a contract with the city, and they decided, we don't want to do that anymore, because we had to take in strays, lost, neglects, all that stuff, and they decided no, we don't want to do that anymore. We just want to focus on being what we call now adoption guarantee, which is kind of the nice way to say no kill.
No kill, yeah.
And so we focus on that. So we don't actually take in any stray animals or lost pets, and so that's a confusion in the community that we're the pound, or we're where you bring a stray or lost, and we're not, because once an animal comes into our care, then they're immediately available for adoption unless there's a medical condition. Right?
Okay.
Then they're immediately available for adoption. So there is no chance for them to be reunited with their owner if they happen to be lost or astray. So
how
those
do you
guys
differentiate the
so
two or
if someone
three?
comes in our door and says, I found Pickles here on the street, can you take him? And we say, oh, no, I'm sorry. You need to take Pickles down to the Department of Animal Services, because that's where he'll be put on a stray hold. And that's where he'll have the opportunity to be reunited with his family. If someone who maybe owned Pickles, if someone owned Pickles, say they were moving, they have a financial hardship, they just can't care for him anymore, then we would take him as an owner relinquishment.
Okay.
So then he would come into our care. He would have to go through a health and behavior assessment, make sure everything's good, because we are limited with our resources being a nonprofit. Then he would come into our care and immediately be available for adoption. And we would start a heavy duty marketing plan to get him adopted.
So I'm all about marketing. So you have a marketing plan to help them get adopted. So what do you guys do to help these animals get adopted?
So we have what's called a pathway care team, and those are our marketing folks, our adoption counselors, and as soon as they pass the 30-day threshold, if they're not adopted within 30 days, then we start doing special posts on them on social. We print flyers and put them out. We share them. We cross post on with other organizations. We make them our pet of the week. Just all kind of, we may even change their name just to let people, think that maybe they're a new animal that came into the center, because sometimes that happens, right?
Yeah, it's funny. A name might discourage the adoption.
Right. So if there's a behavior issue, then we jump in to do some behavior modification. So yeah, we we want our, what we call in the industry, a length of stay. We want that to be very minimal. We want animals to come in and come out. That's our job.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the
Real
goal.
quick, in
Get
and
them
out.
in a home.
And then how many animals do you guys currently have?
So we can house up to about 85 dogs and 85 cats. However, we right now we have about 170 kittens in foster care.
Oh,
So
foster care.
So we have a huge foster care program. It's all volunteers. So
Okay.
folks who just care for animals for a short period of time. So any cat or dog that's under 8 weeks of age, they're not old enough to live in a shelter environment.
Right.
They haven't had all their vaccines. They're susceptible to those things. And so they have to go into foster care. So sometimes we have people walking in the door with a box of kittens that they found that are a couple days old.
Oh.
And newborn kittens have to be fed every 2 hours,
Right.
bottle fed. So we train folks on how to do that. We pay for everything. All we ask is that they just keep them in their house, in their home, in an extra bathroom, whatever, until they're 8 weeks old, and they can come into the center and
then
be
they bring
available
them
for adoption.
back. Okay.
And then we also have animals that, like Pickles, if he becomes a long-term resident and he ends up staying for an extended period of time, the kennel environment is very stressful, right? Even though our center is clean, it's beautiful, it's happy, we don't euthanize anybody, it's still a shelter, right?
Yeah.
They're still in a cage.
Yeah.
So we may call on people to give adult animals like Pickles a break, to be out of the shelter environment for a little bit, have that stress level go back down, and then come back in, and hopefully, or we try to market them while they're in foster too, to get adopted while they're in foster. Him's wagging his tail, huh? We're talking about you.
He's so cute. Yeah, he knows. He's like, so Pickles is up for adoption.
Pickles is available.
So let's zoom in on Pickles real quick. Show that cute little face. So if somebody's interested in adopting a pet, a dog, a cat, what are the steps for them?
So we make it really easy. So they can pre-fill out an adoption app. We call it an application, but basically it's just gathering your information online. There's a link on each pet on our website that you can click on that, put your information in, and then once that just kind of speeds up the process. Come on down, meet with Pickles, talk with our staff, and we just ask you a couple questions. We just want to make sure everything's going to be, it's the right fit, right? Yeah. We don't want to put a super rambunctious dog that pulls with someone who's doesn't have that type of lifestyle. So we just want to make sure that your lifestyle matches the kind of pet that you're adopting, and then there you go.
Oh, and so what does it cost to adopt a pet?
So normally puppies are $225, adult dogs are $125, kittens are $135. And then for adult cats, we have a kind of a cool program where we say it's name your own price, because adult cats are harder to get out, right? Everybody wants a kitten.
Yeah.
So we just say, well, tell us what you want, what the adoption fee you want to pay. But everybody that is adopted is already spayed, neutered. They have a microchip, which is required by the county. They have age-appropriate vaccines. They've been dewormed, flea treatment, so they are ready to go.
Like everything. Oh, that's
everything,
amazing.
Ready to roll.
So that is like way less. What you're charging for the adoption fee is way less than
we actually
pay for all that. Yeah,
we don't make any money on adoption fees. We're in the red, right? With the goal for that is to not generate funds necessarily, but just to get animals out.
Get them out, kind of cover some of the costs, and then I know that you guys are a nonprofit. So that means, you guys are surviving off donations and support from everybody else, right?
Absolutely.
Grants,
so
maybe?
We totally rely on the kindness of others as far as donations go. And then we do write some grants, and then we have special events to generate funds. And we do have some program and services fees, like our, are you uncomfortable, babe? Like our kids camp that generates some revenue for us. So
there's a lot of different ways. So I actually want to dig a little bit deeper into that. So we're going to go into a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Do you need help reaching more customers? At NB Media, we're a full-service advertising agency offering social media marketing, Hulu, Spotify, billboards, photo shoots, radio, TV, and websites. To see what else we offer, visit www.nb.media or call 951-777-1947.
All right, we are back with Carrie from Mary S. Roberts Pet Adoption Center, and we were just talking about some of the special events that you guys have to help generate some funding for everything that you're doing for all the animals. Do you want to tell us about some events coming up that maybe like our listeners could attend and support?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're embarking on a brand new event that we're really excited about, and it's called Barktoberfest.
Barktoberfest.
Cute, right?
Okay.
So on October 14th, down here in downtown Riverside at White Park, we're going to have a Barktoberfest. So we're having beer vendors from across the Inland Empire join us. They're coming for free.
Which breweries? I know a lot of the breweries.
Right. So I think we have 5 already confirmed. So Beer Haven is one of them.
Cool.
Lone Wolf.
Nice.
There's one in Riverside.
Route 30?
Route 30, I believe, is coming.
Yeah.
So we have a couple. We're still trying to get as many as we can, and people can buy tickets to come do some. We have a couple wineries actually coming too, so do some tastings, and all that those ticket sales go directly back to care for all the animals that we care for.
Oh, that is
so amazing. It should be a really fun event, and we're hoping that this will be an annual event. The other big event we have is Walk with the Animals that happens in every April that we've had for 30 years.
Oh, okay.
So we do that at Fairmont Park. So look for that next year too.
It's a walk.
It's a walk.
Okay. And you can bring your pets, obviously.
Bring your pets, fundraise for us. There's tons of animal vendors and food, and we have music, and it's just a great day. It's a really fun day.
Nice. And so if anybody's interested in attending any of these events, you guys have them on your Instagram or your website?
All of our social on our website, petsadoption.org. You can find all kinds of information there.
Okay, cool. And then you're saying that right now you have like 170 dogs. And so I'm guessing adoptions right now are kind of low.
Yeah, so there's a phenomenon that's happening, right? During COVID, everyone was staying home and they thought, okay, what can I do to
let me get a pet.
Let's get a pet.
Yeah.
And we are not seeing returns on those. That's kind of been a myth in the media.
Oh,
we're not
really?
seeing a large amount of returns. What we're seeing is more relinquishments because of the economy, right?
Okay.
Veterinary care being more expensive, people not being able to afford their pets.
Yeah.
And so adoptions have really, really slowed, not just for us, but across the nation. We're seeing about a 13% decrease over previous years.
Throughout the country.
And animals are staying with us much, much longer. So that's one of the beauties of the pet adoption centers. We never euthanize for space or time. So these guys stay with us until we find them a home. But the longer the stay, the less animals we can help.
Yeah.
Right now we have a waiting list for animals to come in.
Oh, really?
Because the need is so high. So we just, if you're thinking about adopting, pull the trigger. Now's the time because animals really need help.
There's a lot of like breeders out there that, are constantly selling dogs. I mean, like the other day, I don't know if you've seen this yet. It's kind of a scam on social media, but somebody will post that that they've got puppies, Yorkie puppies for free. Just pay a rehoming fee, right?
Right.
And my mom has been wanting like a small puppy. And so I was like, how much is the rehoming fee? $3,000.
Right. Right.
Come on.
Right.
That's such a scam.
Right.
And then there's all these puppies like Pickles.
All these guys like Pickles, right?
Yeah, that need a home.
Right. And we're not against breeders that are doing things, correctly and safely and caring for their animals. That's okay. We understand that people want those purebred dogs. But guess what? I actually have 2 golden retrievers because I love that breed, and both of them came from the pet adoption center.
Yeah,
because they're relinquished.
There's so many different animals that come in, right? Different breeds. So you could most likely find what you're looking for.
Yeah, we just had this beautiful Great Dane named Chief that came in. We had 2 Doberman Pinschers, beautiful chocolate Doberman Pinschers that came in. I mean, I have
a Doberman Pinscher.
Do you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. One of them, actually, she was pregnant and she had 10 babies. So so now you have now you have to find homes for all the puppies all those guys. They were
no, because they're puppies. Did you have to send them to foster care?
We did. So she actually came to us pregnant and she gave birth in foster. And then when her puppies were old enough, they came in and we altered them, got them spayed, neutered, and off they went to homes. So
wow. So some of the different ways people can be a part of the adoption center and help is one by adopting. So there's cats and dogs. You have other animals too?
Just cats and dogs.
Okay. And then they can attend your events and donate and support that way.
Absolutely.
They can also volunteer. So I know you're talking to somebody on my team about coming and walking the animal, like walking the dogs or petting them. Like that's
always need volunteers.
Okay.
Right? I mean, we have a pretty, small staff, but they have things they have to do. And we want these guys to get out of their kennels every day and get social interaction. And so we always need people to come walk dogs, pet cats. And we also would love help with, doing clerical work and, We have all kinds of things that people can get involved in.
To
If they have a
volunteer.
skill set that they do in their professional lives that they can share with us, that's wonderful as
Yes,
well.
that'd be amazing.
Right?
Yes. And then I think the other thing I was going to say, and then fostering.
Fostering.
So that's another opportunity that you can help out. So if you're out
Absolutely.
there and you're thinking, I want to be a part of this, I want to help out. And so fostering. So let's talk about fostering a little bit. If somebody wants to foster, how do they?
So we make it super easy. You can either come down, give us a call, shoot us an email, fill out an application online. We provide everything for you. You don't have to pay for anything. All you're doing is just providing your home space in your home for a short period of time until we have space in the center, or we have other animals that are in need. So we make it really easy for you. We just need you to hang out with them for a little bit. That's it.
Take care of them.
Take care of them.
If they're kittens, then
Yeah.
you keep them until they're 8 weeks. Okay,
Right.
that's
And
cool.
if you're not
I'm
interested in,
because I'm thinking about how
Are you
can I
thinking
make this
about-
work with my zoo at home,
right?
But I
And
think
you don't have to, if you don't want to get up every 2 hours and bottle feed, that's okay. We have kittens that come in that are older, that are eating on their own, that maybe we just need you to have them for a couple weeks. So
then
you
they
don't
can come
have
back
to,
at 8 weeks,
that's,
yeah.
I don't want that to make it seem like you have to get up every 2 hours to feed
Yeah.
kittens, right? Puppies, super fun, right? Just play with puppies, have puppies in your house for a couple weeks and play with
know.
puppies every day when you come from work. Like, come on.
I know, right? It just sounds like
Come on, it's
amazing.
so
fun. So very nice. Okay. Oh, look at Pickles.
Look at this face.
Come on, guys. Can you adopt
Say, pick
Pickles?
me. I want a home.
Oh,
Right?
so
Perfect
sweet.
for like if you just want a calm little guy, right? He's just sitting here so good.
He's so calm,
Right?
super chill. He hasn't barked since he's been
and
here or
he
anything.
didn't bark at the kittens.
No.
So if you have a cat and you're thinking about a dog,
He
he's
seems like
your
he's-
man. He's
yeah,
your guy. Right? Right? Tell him. Yeah.
Pickles. What do you want to
What do
say?
you wanna do?
Maybe we could add like a little thing like, "Hi, I'm Pickles, and I need a home. I have cute eyes, and I won't poop on your floor." No, just kidding.
Promise.
That's
Pinky
it.
promise.
Paw promise. It's so cute. Oh, so okay, I love that. That's awesome. So, how can people connect with you? After hearing this show, if they want to volunteer, if they want to just see what pets you have available or social media platforms.
Sure, yeah. So you can jump on our website, petsadoption.org. Super easy. We have tons of social sites that we're on. So TikTok, right? We love TikTok, posting videos of TikTok. We have Instagram, Facebook. We have a thrift store as well. So we have Instagram and Facebook for that. That's another way that we generate funds.
That you generate money. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that we
so a thrift
generate
store.
funds
I
for
think
the-
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Where is it at exactly?
So it's
in Riverside.
It's on Magnolia. I think 9642 Magnolia. I might be getting that address wrong, but
Okay.
it's on Magnolia. If Riversiders know where Olivia's Mexican food is, I'm giving them a little plug.
Okay.
Right across the street from them. It's a great, you can donate. If you're not a thrifter and you want to donate your stuff, love to have that. But so we have social media channels for our thrift store. We have Facebook, we have LinkedIn.
And the Instagram for the adoption center is MSRPAC.
Yep, that's our handle pretty much for everything. So jump on, follow us. Even if you can't do anything else, if you can share a post of one of our pets that needs a home, that's huge.
That helps a
right?
lot.
Just helping push
Yeah.
that information out. We love that. I think Pickles has
Aw.
fallen asleep. He's so comfy.
He's so comfy.
He's comfy and happy
He's
here.
like-
yeah.
He's like, I think I'm gonna find a home today because I'm gonna post for him too. So
Yeah,
like,
Pickles.
try to
Pickles.
find
I
him a home.
think today might be your day, bud.
Yeah. Aw. And okay. And then wait, before, we sign off, I do want to just thank you for what you're doing and, making a difference in these animals' lives and but what's your story? How did you get involved?
Okay, so my story. So I grew up in Marina Valley when it was very rural, right? There was kind of nothing there. And so the thing to do was be in 4-H and FFA and raise pigs and goats and
Ah.
that kind of stuff. So that's what I did. And that just kind of morphed into wanting to be in a career with animals. So I've kind of been all over the place. I was a vet tech for a while. And then I was an animal control officer, which was really hard, honestly, and just sat kind of heavy on my soul. So I just said, I don't think this is something I can do. Maybe an animal welfare career isn't for me. So I left the animal welfare industry for a while. And then the opportunity at the Pet Adoption Center came up as there was a part-time position open and my girls were kind of older and I thought, all right, maybe it's time to revisit that. And so I was hired on and that was in 2007 and here I am fast
Till
forward
now.
today, and the executive director.
So you're
and
not too far from 20 years, huh?
Yeah. So I've been there
That's
for 16
awesome.
years, and we've seen tremendous amount of growth. When I started, there was only 5 employees, and now we have about 53 employees.
Wow.
So a lot of growth, and it's just a really, I feel honored to be able to lead the organization. I work with amazing people, and
well, you guys are all amazing for what you're doing. It's just the fact that you bring the community the opportunity to take care of their animals at low cost, from the spay neuters. And I know that it gets pretty full and booked up because I know when I got Luna, like I needed to take her in, and I was like, oh, okay. It took like a few weeks, but it got done, and it was, affordable, and then just like the vaccines and everything. So I just want you guys to know that if you have not heard of Mary S. Roberts Pet Adoption Center, they're not just an adoption center. They offer almost everything that you could possibly need to take care of your pet, cat or dog. And so don't hesitate to reach out to them. Go check out their website because there's so much information on there. And I guarantee you, if you have a pet, a cat or a dog, there's something there that you're going to utilize. And I've been utilizing your guys' services for over 10 years. So
Awesome.
Long time. Yeah. So great organization. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And any last words before we sign off?
Adopt, foster. Do it today.
Today. Right now.
Come visit us. Actually, once you come in, you'll fall in love with us. So just come hang out with us for a day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then before I sign off, is the kitty still around? Can you grab the kitty?
Can we have a
Japan?
kitty?
Was it Japan?
Japan and Korea. So we have.
We're gonna plug them really quick. Hopefully they'll be adopted before the show airs. But
yes. We have a lot, and we're having an adoption special coming up. So on the 14th, you can adopt a cat for August 14th.
Our this won't air until September.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you have one in September?
We have lots of specials coming after that.
Okay, so just follow them
keep
on
our
Instagram.
website. Yeah.
And this is Japan. Say hi, Mom. Hi. All right. She's like, uh-oh.
Hi, Pickles.
Cute little kid. No, she's going to jump down. So, well, thank you so much. I really
Thank
appreciate you
for
coming
having
down
us.
and sharing, all that. Oh, goodness. Okay. Kitty got away. But yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
And thank you. Like everything you guys are doing is just so amazing, and I appreciate it. And I'm so glad that we're able to let everybody else know about it too. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this episode really opened up your eyes to some of the resources that are out there that have to do with your pets. I'm Jessica Q. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.